Hello everybody. In the current affairs this week, the week ended 21st of September 2025. This week, US issued a proclamation to raise the fees on new H1B Visa applications to US dollars 100,000, and that is an annual fee on this H1B visa. This amounts to around 88 lakh rupees in the terms of Indian rupees. The significance of this fee hike is for the reason that 71% of all the H1B visa applicants in the US are Indians. It will become unviable for a lot of Indian IT companies to send their Indian IT professionals to do on-site work in the US. This would basically lead to a scenario which will be like a return migration of so many of the Indians who are working in the US. Insofar as the US companies are concerned, the US companies will now have to resort to a lot of systems and tools to carry out their tasks instead of employing expensive US labor force. The US companies might also resort to a lot of offshoring of their activities to IT companies in India, depending upon the tasks which are to be carried out, and also might transfer a lot of their work to the global capability centers, the GCCs, of so many of the Fortune 500 companies which are coming up in India. This will also basically lead to a change in the way the equations work for the Indian IT companies. Now it is a scenario where the US tariffs have impacted certain segments of Indian manufacturing, and this H1B visa fees hike is going to impact the service sector in India. But both manufacturing and services today in India are quite resilient and quite equipped to face this kind of challenging or rather emerging new situations. As far as the Indian stock markets this week are concerned, Nifty 50 was up by below 1%, Nifty mid cap was up by more than 1.5%, Nifty small cap was up by more than 2%. FIIs, like every week, continued to be sellers modestly to the extent of 1,300 crores. Domestic institutional investors, like mutual funds, were buyers to the extent of more than 11,000 crores. The two sectors which did so very well this week were Nifty Realty and Nifty PSU Bank, which were both up by more than 4%. This week, on the commodity front, Brent crude, gold and silver in India were by and large unchanged. The US markets, Nasdaq was up by more than 2% and S&P 500 was up by more than 1%. This up move in the US market was supported by a 25 basis point, 0.25% reduction in the interest rates announced by the US Fed. From tomorrow, which is the 22nd of September, which is the first day of Navratri, the new rates of GST will be in force. This will lead to a reduction in prices of so many of the goods which are basically consumption kind of goods. So wish you all a very happy shopping season and a happy Navratri. Thank you.